Hello students, in the last video we said that female reproductive system is having one pair of ovary, accessory ducts, female external genitalia and mammary gland. Okay, so four components of female reproductive system are one pair of ovary, accessory ducts, external genitalia and mammary gland. Out of these we have covered ovary and accessory ducts, and in the accessory ducts we have also talked about oviduct, we have talked about uterus, we have talked about cervix, and we have also learned about vagina. Okay, so these parts have been covered in the previous video, and today we are going to start with female external genitalia and then we will talk about mammary glands. Okay, so these two topics will be covered in this video and then we will move to the topic of spermatogenesis. So how many parts are there which are included in the external genitalia, or which parts are included in external genitalia? Mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris and hymen. These parts are included in female external genitalia. Okay, mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris and hymen. These parts are included in the external genitalia of the female. So what is mons pubis? Mons pubis is cushion of fatty tissue. Mons pubis is cushion of fatty tissue which is covered by skin and pubic hair. What is mons pubis? Mons pubis is cushion of fatty tissue which is covered by skin as well as pubic hair. Okay. Then what is labia majora? Labia majora are two fleshy folds of tissue. Labia majora are fleshy folds of tissue which extend down from mons pubis, and they cover the vaginal opening. Labia majora will cover the vaginal opening. So two fleshy folds will extend down from the mons pubis and they cover the vaginal opening, and these two folds are known as labia majora. Okay, so labia majora are the fleshy folds of the tissue that extends down from the mons pubis and then they surround the vaginal opening. So they are known as labia majora. They cover the vaginal opening and they extend right from the mons pubis down to the vaginal opening. So they are known as labia majora. Then comes labia minora. Under the labia majora, one pair of fleshy fold is there which is known as labia minora. Okay, inside the labia majora or under the labia majora, one fleshy fold pair is there which is known as labia minora. So paired folds of tissue which are present under the labia majora are known as labia minora. Paired folds of tissue which are located under the labia majora are known as labia minora. Okay. Then clitoris. Clitoris is a finger-like projection or finger-like structure which is located at the upper junction of the labia minora. Okay, finger-like projection or finger-like structure located at the upper junction of the labia minora is known as clitoris. Okay. Then hymen. Hymen is the membrane which covers the vaginal opening. Hymen is a membrane which covers the vaginal opening, and this hymen may get torn during the sexual activity. The hymen may get torn during the sexual activity, and it may also get torn during the horse riding, during the cycling, during fall, due to jolt, due to vaginal tampon. Okay, due to these activities, the hymen may get torn. Okay, so generally there is a belief that hymen may always get torn due to sexual activity, but this is a wrong belief. Sometimes hymen may also get torn due to cycling, horse riding, due to fall, due to jolt, due to usage of vaginal tampon. During the menstruation, females generally use vaginal tampon, okay, to absorb the blood. So sometimes when the vaginal tampon is used, at that time also the hymen may get torn. Okay, so presence or absence of hymen or presence or absence of hymen is not indicative of the sexual activity. Okay, presence or absence of hymen is not indicative of the sexual activity. So hymen is a membrane which is covering the vaginal opening, and it may get torn during the sexual activity also, and it may get torn during the horse riding, during cycling, due to fall, due to jolt, and due to usage of vaginal tampon. Okay, so presence or absence of hymen is not indicative of the sexual activity. Presence or absence of hymen is not indicative of the sexual activity. So this is all about female external genitalia, mons pubis, labia majora, labia minora, clitoris and hymen. Now let's talk about mammary glands. Mammary glands are present on the pectoralis major muscle of the chest. Okay, mammary glands are located on the pectoralis major muscle of the chest, and mammary glands are made up of fat and glandular tissue. Mammary glands are made up of fat and glandular tissue, and inside the mammary gland, each mammary gland, 15 to 20 lobes are there. Inside each mammary gland, 15 to 20 lobes are there, and in each lobe, cluster of alveoli will be there. In each lobe, cluster of alveoli is there, which produces the milk as well as which stores the milk. Okay, so cluster of alveoli produce milk as well as store the milk. So what we are talking regarding mammary gland. Mammary glands are present in one pair on the pectoralis major muscle of the chest. Mainly they are made up of fat and glandular tissue, and each mammary gland is having 15 to 20 lobes, and each lobe is having cluster of the alveoli which produce milk as well as store the milk, and then from alveoli the milk will travel to the mammary tubule. From there it will reach to the mammary duct. From there it will reach the mammary ampulla, and from mammary ampulla it will enter into the lactiferous duct. So this is the pathway of milk secretion. This is the pathway of milk secretion. Alveoli open into the mammary tubules. Mammary tubules will open into the mammary duct. Mammary duct open into the mammary ampulla, and mammary ampulla will open into the lactiferous duct. And then this lactiferous duct will open outside of the mammary gland. Okay, they open outside of the mammary gland. So this is the pathway of milk secretion: alveoli, mammary tubule, mammary duct, ampulla, and then lactiferous duct. Okay, so this is all about mammary gland. So in this manner we have completed female reproductive system. 4 parts are there: one pair of ovary, accessory ducts, external genitalia, and mammary gland. Okay, so this is all about female reproductive system, and now we will learn about the process of spermatogenesis. Process of spermatogenesis, how the sperms are produced in the testis. That we are going to learn in the next slide. Okay, chalo.